Now streaming on Peacock.
By all that's holy, Bridget Jones.
Hello, old friend.
Bridget Jones is back
We are about to embark on an adventure.
for one final chapter.
Anything else I can help with?
Yes.
Experience every moment
Do you think about what might have been?
and fall in love
To Bridget.
all over again.
It's time to live.
Bridget Jones, Mad About the Boy. Streaming now only on Peacock.
Today on CityCast Boise, love is in the air and the Treasure Valley is full of date night magic if you know where to look. We're spilling the secrets on swoon-worthy restaurants, unique date ideas to impress, and hidden gems that set the mood. It's Thursday, February 13th. I'm Lindsay Van Allen, and this is what Boise's talking about. Mackenzie Joyner, a local content creator, is joining me with her guide to romantic dates around the Treasure Valley. Thanks so much for being here today, Mackenzie.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Okay, Mackenzie, what is the ultimate hidden gem in Boise or the Treasure Valley that you think is the perfect date spot?
Two places that come to mind as like newer spots that people might not know about. One is actually the highest speakeasy in Idaho, Ampersand. It's one of my favorites. It's such an intimate spot. It's run by Kin downtown, and it's on the 13th floor. It's one of my favorite places because I think like 15 people total can fit in this little speakeasy, but it has the most gorgeous view of downtown Boise and the foothills. I absolutely love going there right around sunset because just like the sunset over Boise is just, I think, romantic in itself. But then you get to watch like the city go dark and the lights come on, and it's just like, I don't know, it sets the mood, and it's, like I said, an intimate space. And then I absolutely love White Rabbit, another very teeny tiny restaurant up on the bench. I think it holds like maybe 30 people, but it's one of my favorites. And White Rabbit does such an incredible job at just having a place that you sit down and like the decor, the atmosphere, the vibe, the energy of it really just sets you up for an incredible date night, romantic night.
Along with maybe that sort of exclusive, intimate feel, sometimes that also means it is really hard to get into those places. So have you found those are tricky spots to get into, or is it you can make a reservation, maybe don't plan on last minute, but you're able to get in if that's where you want to go?
Ampersand actually doesn't do reservations. You actually have to be in person, and you have to know about Ampersand to tell the people at Kin that you want to go up there. So that one is a true speakeasy that like you have to know about it and you have to be there to request to go up. White Rabbit does have limited days of the week that they're open, but I also just love like they have pop-ups for brunch. They have pop-ups for special events that I think you could easily decide to do that, like purchase tickets and then have that be your gift for your Valentine of like, hey, this is like what I've planned. It might not be on Valentine's Day, but like you have it and it's something that you look forward to. So that's a way to go experience White Rabbit that might not be on February 14th.
Okay, something else I want to make sure we talk about in this guide, because the price of everything is so expensive right now. Everything is expensive. So what are some good ideas for an affordable date? What's something people can do on a budget?
I definitely agree. Everything seems so expensive these days. And I think that we can get kind of pigeonholed into the idea that like a date has to be like a restaurant and maybe drinks or a movie. And I think that there's so much opportunity to think outside the box. And Boise is booming with brand new coffee shops. And so one of the things that my husband and I have been doing on the weekend is taking our dog, going and grabbing a coffee to go and walking on the Boise Greenbelt. And that has just been like, I don't know, such a fun way to have that special time with like he and I and our dog, like getting out, exercising, enjoying like a hot beverage, and just having that time to like soak up the sunshine and be outside. But that's a date. Like that is setting aside time to like be with this person and have no distractions. Like our phones are in our pockets or in the car. And I think we forget about just making time for a person, that's like a date. It doesn't have to be anything more than that. You're taking time out of your day to be with them. So yeah, that just like came to mind of just like fun ways to create dates that aren't like the normal and don't have to be even more than like $20. You went and spent quality time together.
Yeah, I love that. I was going to say a date that my husband and I always used to love to do. We still do, but it's not cheap anymore, is just go on a drive. Just kind of see like, where are we going to end up? Like, and so much of Idaho, once you get right outside of Boise, is gorgeous. And so I wish gas prices were cheaper, because that's one of our favorite dates. Yeah, we'd get a coffee and just go on a drive, see where we ended up, see what views we could see, which is always really fun.
Oh my gosh, I love that. That's such a great idea.
Lowe's knows that free is just better. That's why MyLowe's Rewards is free to join. As a member, you earn points towards MyLowe's money on eligible purchases, get exclusive free gifts, and earn free shipping at Silver Key status, all on top of weekly member-only deals. Don't wait. Join MyLowe's Rewards for free today and start saving more. Lowe's, we help, you save. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Details at lowes.com/terms. Subject to change.
This episode is brought to you by Abercrombie. There's nothing better than the perfect jean and going out top combo, or an outfit that perfectly matches your plans. Abercrombie's relaxed jean goes with every occasion. Date nights with something lace, or daytime with a cozy sweater. And their barrel jean will surprise you. It's the trend that will become a staple in your wardrobe. Abercrombie denim comes in tons of rises, fits, and washes. Find your perfect pair online or in store.
Okay, Mackenzie, as fun as a creative and unique date can be, and as romantic as that can be, it's pretty established that a good restaurant, going to a restaurant for a date, can really set the tone for the night. So I want to dive into your go-to romantic date night restaurants. And why do you think that they give a romantic vibe?
Oh, this is such a great question. I'm a person that I choose places not just because of the food and drink, but the whole package, which for me is like the decor, the lighting, the ambiance that it gives, the food and drink, of course, are important. And like the people that work there is how I like really think a full package for a restaurant is. My go-to in Boise, the ones that I absolutely love for like a romantic date night. I know I already touched on White Rabbit, but it truly is one that I just love the intimate space that's there. Saltbrush is one of my favorites. The Lively. Anytime I think of the Lively, I think of their monkey wallpaper that just makes me like smile every time I go in there. I just think it's like so like fun and just gives them their own, I don't know, like touch. Their bar is amazing as well. Percy is one of my favorites. The Avery, Kodahima, and then not in Boise, but one of my absolute favorites and always worth the drive is Amano out in Caldwell.
What? I know this is a list, but maybe your top one or two restaurants. What are you ordering there, and why do you think it feels romantic?
Okay. I am going to say the first thing that comes to mind is it's a new one that we just found out about, but at the Avery, they have a pistachio souffle. You have to order it ahead of time. It takes like 25 minutes, but it comes out and they like, it's a whole experience. Like they put it down and then they like poke a hole in the souffle and they pour the most amazing sauce in it. So highly recommend that.
Okay. When you say order ahead, like the day before or like right when you get there, you're like, we are eating dessert and it's pistachio souffle.
Yeah. Just as soon as you sit down, you just have to tell them, not like days in advance. It's just more, one, you don't want them to sell out, and two, it does take like 25 minutes, so they can like start your souffle like once you get your entrees. So that, I mean, we sit there. Sometimes we forget and we tell them, and we're happy to sit there for 25 minutes and wait for this deliciousness.
And what do you think is the most romantic cocktail bar for someone going out on a date trying to set the mood?
Thick as Thieves is one of my favorites. It's just like dark and moody and intimate and just totally a space that I think fits for just like, I don't know, snuggling in, having a great cocktail or in a cocktail with your Valentine. Press and Pony is also like a speakeasy that is dark and moody. But I think if you wanted to go on a day date, go to Bar Please for the sunshine, the colorful paintings on the wall, and have it just be like a fun way to enjoy a drink with someone you love.
Oh, I haven't been there yet. That's a new spot, right?
Yeah, it's a brand new bar right downtown. It actually is the sister location for Thick as Thieves. They share a hallway. But I love the space because it opens at like 3 p.m. So you could easily go and even have like work time with your Valentine during the day or a happy hour. It's so beautiful and so different from anything else in Boise just because it kind of has like an Italian feel to it. It's like bright blue walls, and then like their tables are very like Parisian feeling. And so it's just, yeah, it's so inviting, so fresh and like fun. That's a place that I would highly recommend checking out that's brand new.
What are some unique activities that people maybe overlook or don't know about, but are actually fantastic romantic date ideas?
Oh, I love unique date ideas. I've been having so much fun with my husband going on different types of dates. So one of them that we did recently that we absolutely loved was we went to Ocho's and we did salsa dancing. And you actually get to go on certain days of the week and go for lessons. And it's just open to the public. And I want to say it's like $10, but it was so cheap. And I'm like, why don't we do this more? And it's just so fun because you're like laughing because it's uncomfortable. I'm not a good salsa dancer. And so you're trying to learn the steps, but it's also just like this connecting activity to be like holding hands, looking into your husband, your significant other's eyes, and like learning to do this dancing together. So I loved that. I think there's line dancing as well. You can go to 127 Saloon downtown. And I just think that, like, I don't know, it was so fun. Like dancing, even going out just to like a club, I guess. I'm getting old. I'm dating myself. And just like dancing it out, just, I don't know, it just reinvigorates you and that activity with someone else. So I highly recommend checking that out.
I think those are fantastic suggestions. I didn't know that the dance lessons were so inexpensive. That's really like affordable for a dance lesson. I think that's fantastic.
Yeah, I highly recommend it. But it was affordable, and I want to say more affordable than like one movie ticket. So,
and Mackenzie, what are some maybe romantic staycation ideas for people who want to maximize the weekend? Maybe, somebody's watching the kids, you want to get away from the house and explore Boise. What do you suggest people do as a romantic staycation?
Oh, this is so great. I actually have had the opportunity to do 2 staycations in Boise. The most recent one was at Hotel Renegade. And oh my goodness, you could do a staycation there and never leave the building. So they have incredible rooms that are just set up and make it romantic in itself. And then they have a restaurant on site. They have a coffee shop on site. They have a rooftop bar that is phenomenal, and it looks out over Boise, so you can like go out on the patio in nicer weather, and they have like fire pits going. Inside is just like moody and fun, and they have great drinks and great food. So fun if you're wanting to just be right downtown, have an incredible place to stay and thoroughly enjoy yourself. The other one that I got to stay at was the Avery. And that one's like more fun in the sense of it's very historical. So we loved staying in these renovated rooms. And then you walk the halls and you get to like see old photos of downtown Boise. They have a guest book that dates back, and you can see like the people that signed in on the days that you actually are staying there. So it was super fun. And again, they have their restaurant on the bottom floor. They also have Tyner's Alley in the back, so you can play pool. You can have like late night drinks. And both of them are just in phenomenal locations in Boise to have access to everything in walkable distance.
What about for people who maybe prefer to stay home? Maybe that feels a little more romantic to them, or maybe they just want to stay in, be where it's cozy. What's your suggestion for an at-home date?
I actually think that like at-home dates can be super romantic and really fun. I love cooking, and something that my husband and I have been doing for our at-home dates is we will like go through, I don't know, Instagram, Pinterest. We'll pick a new recipe to make and we'll go grocery shopping together, grab the ingredients. And then I just think it's like such a fun way to connect with someone, to like learn a new recipe, like have to split up tasks to be like, okay, you measure this and I'll measure this, and like bringing it together and then actually getting to like eat it. If you're not into really cooking, I also just enjoy like building a really fun charcuterie board, filling it with your favorite items. And then we like put it on our dining room table and again, like play cards or build a fire and just get to like, I don't know, snack and chat. And I think some of the, like the most romantic relationship building opportunities can be in the comfort of your own home.
Yeah. And I like the idea of making your home or the space in your home more of a romantic, like it's kind of setting aside like, no, this is a date. We're going to, I like the idea you said of, making charcuterie and making it feel a little fancy, but just something where you both are comfortable and relaxed and enjoying each other.
Yeah, I totally agree. Just have fun, like laugh and play and take the pressure off and just enjoy that time together.
I love it. Well, thank you so much. I think these are some fantastic suggestions, really creative, fun ways to explore Boise or explore this area or even just stay home and have a really romantic date. Thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
That's all for today here on CityCast Boise. If you enjoyed the show, make sure and share it with your friends because they deserve a romantic date too. We'll be back tomorrow morning with our Friday News Roundup. Catch you then.